I've had those two pallet wood runners, big 2x3s of hardwood that I've accumulated and I love using to make glue-ups, benches and tables like today. In 4 parts I get them to the joiner because those are very far from square, but I'll get them nice and perfect, zero gap glue-ups. On the planer I got them planed down to the thickness of the thinnest one after being done, for a more consistent look on my table. They're starting to look like some proper wood, but I removed the last bad side before I cut them into 1-inch slices. I could avoid most nail holes, which should give me a pretty nice table. Those two bigger offcuts I'm keeping. They make great frames, spacers, and a lot of things. I really needed to get rid of any. Now I want a round table, and this is a long rectangle table if I were to glue them. So I got a shape trace onto what I could, then cut the excess and got it spread around to make the biggest circle I could using it all. If I could move back in time, I'd put the parts that need two boards in the middle, instead of towards the ends. It would be more solid that way, but it's too late to go back. It worked out fine, but if you're doing one, I'd do that. It'll look great too. Glue it all up, don't forget to glue the tips on the small parts. Make sure to put pressure on all the parts with the clamp, since the parts aren't all full, it can be tricky. Clamp to the vertical surface also, else it'll be very twisted. Now to cut the circle, I'm using this circle jig from Enjoy Wood. You can see the full review of this linked in the description where I mentioned this table if you watched it already. Well, now we can finalize it. With a nail, place it on the center point, and with a 1/4 inch bit that I use on my CNC, I got about halfway in 3 or 4 layers. Once there, I finalized on the band side, cutting wider than the line to finish on the router table, a dust-free solution compared to earlier. If you like projects like this, please like and subscribe. It goes a long way to help the channel. Thanks to all subscribers. I'm using a flush trim bit to follow the edge made by the router jig earlier. It gets it all cleaned up and perfect top to bottom. While here, I did both sides with the round over, which gives me a nice dish shape I wanted. Before I get onto the legs, I gave it a good sanding, removing any router marks and then put some putty in the nail holes. Dark walnut colored. It looks nice and subtle once sanded and finished. For the legs, I'll use this free plywood that I got on Facebook long ago, that you've probably seen me use to make a few project bandsaw boxes and other things with it here. On the plywood parts, which are the same size, I find the middles and trace with the other parts what I want to cut out. I want them to form an X that I'll fix to the table in a really cool way. On the bandsaw, I carefully cut both of those out and they match perfectly. Quick and easy. Now I trace this onto the bottom side of the tabletop. And back with the jig, my track saw set up, I get it done. About a 1/4 inch deep, 3/4 inches wide. I love how it just drops in. I'm pretty proud of this project so far. Back to the router table, I round over the sides of the legs but not the top or bottom. Now that the putty dried and I'm ready for assembly, I gave it a good sanding to the table, nice and smooth. glue the two leg parts together and then glue them onto the tabletop. I clamped it all to the table for now. I debated using dowels, but I decided on metal connectors that I have here. The next step. I used only two 90-degree connectors at opposite corners, different boards. It'll be nice and solid. I want to paint the legs black and I think it looks a little boring this way, so I masked it off with tape. This black dries really dark. I love how it looks. I finalized everything with some wipe on poly. That gave it a dark rich look that I want. This is going to the marketplace, and I'll be patient. I want a good chunk for it, and I think it's worth that. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more, and see you next time.